in with us for your daily dose of hot tea only on Win Media 98.9.
Good morning, and welcome to Island Tea with your faves, Kevon and Azim, featuring myself. I'm Jade. Good morning. I'm waiting on Azim. I know you guys are usually accustomed to hearing his voice first, but I think traffic has him stuck. You know how it is when you're trying to get to places and school is on. It's very difficult. So, yes, how are you guys? It is the 10th of February already. My word. February is not playing. Love it. Love it. It's nice and quiet, what we asked for. Couldn't expect it to be any better than this currently. The weekend is tomorrow. I know you guys are excited. Finally a break from work. A break from having to wake up early, for some of us anyway. Having to get kids ready for school or even get yourself ready for work. It is break time. Yes, but we're not there yet. We have one more day. But lock in with us. Lock in, get your tea, you know. Some nice ginger tea or some lemongrass or whatever your preference is. We have a very packed show for you today. Some things are happening as usual. Not so much in St. Kitts. As I said, we've been very quiet, which we love, honestly. Couldn't ask for anything better. But how are you guys? How are you? How are you, Azim?
I'm great.
All right, good morning.
What a very frustrating morning in the traffic.
I know, I guessed.
What? Anyway.
I guessed already. What, did you bring the bulbs? I already told them the reason that you probably aren't here yet is because traffic is stressing you out.
Right.
And I was correct. I was correct.
What a morning.
The school zones had you stuck?
Everywhere had this.
It's just one of those days. It's just one of those days. But it's Thursday. We made it.
We made it. Past the hump.
Past the hump. Into the weekend. Last stretch of the week. Love it. Good morning, Jackie. How are you? Hope you're having a wonderful Thursday, you know. And all those nice things.
Hey, big up to all the people that listen every day.
Every day. Yes. Shout out to my friend's aunt, Tivana's aunt. She didn't tell me your name, Auntie, but she said you listen every single day. So shout out to you for sticking with us on this journey.
Hey.
It is hot. Why is it hot? Oh, I know.
Okay. Let me say it this time.
It was on when I got here, okay?
Guys, I wasn't the one who said it this time. But, Jay, that's something that I want to highlight, right? Like, there's some people who been listening to this show since we started, right? And allow us to improve, allow us to grow.
Yeah, man. You know, we was.
Yeah. The hope is to continually get better, right?
Of course.
And the hope is also that, you know, the people who now listen kind of stick with us through that journey as well.
Yeah. I appreciate the people that understand that, yes, we were very new to... Hasn't you been on the radio before this?
Nope.
Okay, neither have I. But some reason we're here now. You see how life works? Because I don't think you ever saw this in your...
No,
I don't think you ever saw this in your future.
I'll do like panel discussions. Like I'll come in and like they're talking about something. So like I've done that before.
I was deathly afraid of public speaking.
Really?
Yeah. Every time I used to have to do it for cane juice, I would forget everything I'm supposed to say.
Oh.
Like you know that deer in the headlights thing. That used to be me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've never been somebody that likes to speak in front of a lot of people.
Yeah, I understand. But hey, life throws a curveball sometimes.
Boy, and the curveball was Corona, and now we're here.
Yeah, but again, thanks to all the people who hang out with us in the mornings.
I think now one of them calling actually.
Oh.
Wow, y'all early, boy. These are the people we're talking about.
Love it. Good morning, caller. You're live on LNT. Talk to us.
Oh, we lost that one, but we have another.
Good morning, caller. You're live on LNT. What's up?
Good morning. This is St. Kitts Ombudsman. I don't know if you all know my name. Do you know my name?
Sounds like Talk Puppy.
This is the Talk Puppy, St. Kitts Ombudsman. Let me ask you an important question. Who brought up the idea for you all to do this program? Please tell us honestly before I proceed.
I did.
It's Jade's brainchild.
Well, let me tell you something. I have told you all this 7 times. This is the 8th time. This program should never be taken off the air. I listen to this program without calling. But sometimes I'm forced to call. Because I don't know you all. But I believe you all are the type of individuals who collectively could come together and make meaningful difference and bring about meaningful changes in the country that we have not been able to enjoy. Having cussed out Dr. Douglas for many years, I have criticized Denzel Douglas for 20 years, only now to find out that a lot of my accusation towards him was wrong. What do I mean? Wrong in terms of I thought the politicians know who I work hard, voted for, spent $100,000 of my own money. Now they have not been able to give the opposition a chance to use radio stations, ZIZ and television. Where are the changes in integrity in public life? Where are the changes in terms of freedom of information? Let's just use those 3 for today. But I want to give somebody else a chance by saying, before I go, you all must continue to do this program. And sometimes, when you all got controversial topics, invite me as the ombudsman to discuss with all you.
Indeed.
I will come anytime. Let me tell you something. I feel good about you all. And I'm looking for a movement in St. Kitts and Nevis to bring about real change, not the change that Timothy Harris fooled us with. Have a good day.
Thank you. Hey,
Yes.
big up Talk Puppy one time.
Boy,
man.
listen, that man, if he's going to do anything, he speak his mind, okay? He's going to speak his mind.
I think he's got some national treasures we don't recognize, yeah.
Boy, listen.
Imagine the man customer for 20 years.
20, you know
That's
what?
a lot of years, yeah? A lot of cussing. A lot of
I can't fight 20 years or what, I'm sorry. Oh, Jackie, no, that's tomorrow. That's tomorrow.
Yeah, link up is tomorrow. With our friends in Antigua Observer Radio.
Yeah, we know y'all love that as well, you know. We know y'all love that.
Yeah,
We
but
love it too.
but yeah, man, like it's been a really cool journey. Yeah, looking forward to what develops next.
Yes, we have some things that we could probably test out, you know, to see what works, what doesn't. But y'all can tell us as well, this is our show. This is not just our show. Meaning me and Azim, this is the people's show, as they said. So tell us some suggestions. What would you guys like us to talk about? What would you like us to implement into the show? You know, for 2022.
Okay.
But anyway, Azim, do you have any gears to grind today? We have about 15 minutes. You could, you know.
I don't even know if I have a maybe I have a gear, but I just don't even know how to fully articulate it. The thing is, so mornings I sometimes have to come down from the St. Peter's area back into town, right?
Mm-hmm.
And several mornings I've recognized that there's some unscrupulous, right? Some unscrupulous characters who are trying to also make their way from St. Peter's to town. And they do this thing where there'll be the lines of cars lined up, right? Because sometimes it's difficult, especially before the police get there, to get out of that stop at the fence of the, at the road that kind of borders the airport runway, the start of the airport runway there, right? And there'll just be some lawless drivers that just walk out, but we just pass everybody.
Yeah.
We just pass everybody, come down on the right hand side, pass, come round. And I just wish I was the one at the front of the line, but it never happened. Because I would have just take a nice right turn and block it, and they'd stay right there. I'd have reached, Jade, I'd have reached at 9 o'clock. Jade, I would have reached at 9 o'clock, because I wasn't going to pass.
So nobody can walk to that?
No. Everybody in the line could continue moving, but you can stick over there.
Okay.
You're going to be me, you, and the big stone. Because I don't understand, everybody trying to get to where they're going to.
Yeah, come on, man. Why they feel more important than everybody else?
I mean, talking about the cyclists. The cyclists, they have an unfair advantage. More power to you.
We said have an unfair.
Yeah, because they could just weave through traffic and go about the business.
That's true.
Right? I ain't got a problem with the cyclists. But you driving your Suzuki Swift. See the line of cars there. The person at the front of the line trying to get out. And big up to the people who just sometimes stop to let out. Oh, they realize, the traffic kind of back up there. Let me stop on the highway. Because it is a highway. Let me stop on the highway and allow these people to get out.
I got a question for you before I can tell you. This happened to you this morning?
Yes, Jade. And yesterday.
I could tell if you feel fresh on your spirit.
Yesterday, the Suzuki Swift was just ridiculous. It was just ridiculous. The man can't pump away up the...
Sorry,
I don't know what they think is happening. So what happened now? They come down on the side, and then now they just try to slip in between somebody who walk out. Okay, that person crazy, I may want them scratch my vehicle.
And may want them cause a big accident as well.
JD should have been me. We might have still be there from yesterday. Right. I don't understand.
I realize.
If you really figure by the thing taking too long, then just go out. You could go around, you go around the roundabout and then come around here.
Oh, they could wait.
What's
wrong with waiting?
The thing about it for me is that everybody's trying to get where they're going to. It's not like to say you rushing to get where you're going to and there's somebody who just sightseeing. There's no sights there.
Not only that.
There's no sights. The big stone them.
If you know you're somebody who have to get to a certain place, i.e. work, for 8 o'clock on the dot, leave your house at a reasonable time. Do not try kill all of us because you need to be early. Because that's what has happened a lot of the times.
Yeah,
They're
you
like
late.
rushing
You
to
late.
work.
So, so like
You late, so we almost die.
Yep, you late for hell. What happened?
Must be, and we ain't trying to go. So please, leave your house at a reasonable time. Know your routes and all these things. It's easy.
And if you're late, you're late.
What are you gonna do?
If you're late, you're late. That's it.
I'm pretty sure that rather you be late than dead.
People with them kind of attitude, who knows?
You know.
Who knows? Who
You
knows?
might be correct, friend.
Who knows?
You
Who
might
knows?
be correct.
Oh boy, I saw my friend this morning. I'm away in here. Our friend, the one who we know has some, has some issues to work through.
That could. Oh.
So I was coming out.
Oh, yes, as if don't mix me up. Anyway.
Yeah,
What
so-
up to my friend?
Yeah, so of course, me on the phone, right?
Lad.
So I come down, usual. Good morning.
No good morning back.
Watch it. If looks could kill, Jay.
Oh dear.
If looks could kill, I might not have made it here this morning.
You saw y'all very irrational, you know. I don't know why.
I just like, yo.
Some of y'all super irrational for no reason. Why
Oh,
do you?
man.
It is so early in the morning for you to have this attitude.
Yeah, bye. Anyway, we have a caller. Good morning, caller. Are you driver of the Suzuki Swift? It is. I know.
It's them.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Try explain yourself.
You shut him off as soon as they say Suzuki
I said,
Swift.
me, I'm coming.
He's on to me.
He's anticipating. But caller, please feel free to call back. I'd love to hear your excuse.
You know what? Oh, sorry. The call saved when the caller was just about to cuss about something, you know.
Oh boy, hold it. Good morning, caller. You're live on Island T. What's up?
What's up? I'm gonna tell you what's up, Jade. Good morning.
Good morning.
and your female companion there. Jade, I could see where you're coming from. I can tell you something, an experience with me. When I used to drive, I was living in St. Thomas for a long time. And one morning I was heading to St. John with a big 18-wheeler. I just come over the crest of a hill, and it had about 6 cars coming towards me on the opposite side. And there was this guy in the back. He can't wait. So he drove out from behind him and coming up, speeding up. And when he realized that there's an 18-wheeler coming towards him, he can't come no further, so he stopped now and trying to squeeze in. If he one of them. And I had my boss in there because we were taking the 18-wheeler to St. John to see how it can take the hills over St. John. And it was heavily loaded. And when my boss see that I would not pull to my left, and my right foot got down on the metal, he watched me, he said, but you ain't see the man I said, but he ain't see me coming. He ain't gonna wait where he is. He was supposed to stay behind the others. And I'm not moving. And so he stayed there and somebody eased up and let him squeeze in the middle. So those people now here in St. Kitts, they are doing this ignorance on the road because they know when they damage injured people, mash up people, such penalty, such as what they call penalty for them is nothing to deter them. They're not going to feel it. So my solution to that, people who do ignorance on the road, not mechanical error cause accident, but ignorance performance, deal with them hard when you catch them in the jail, in the court. Hit them a hammer so they will tell others why don't do it. This is my experience. Thank you, gentlemen, and guy and lady.
Thank you, caller. Thank you. I'm actually going to turn up the bass on my voice.
Yeah. And I should turn down mine because clearly.
Yeah. So
Don't do that.
good morning. Good
do
morning
that.
to everyone listening. Just
It was just a slip of the tongue, Azim. He meant to say good morning, Jade and Azim, because he called you Jade. But
but you see, I'm gonna tell you something. There's been times where I have seen vehicles, and several times I come in and talk
you know
about it too.
the same situation happened recently.
With a big truck.
Okay, go ahead. I can tell you about it after.
Yeah, but I've been in situations right there on the highway, and there was one time in particular I remember car pulled out from behind. There was a car behind me and a car behind that pulled out and tried to overtake while cars were coming in opposite direction, not recognizing that one of the cars was also going to be turning down to right there by the factory pond there.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's nowhere for him to go.
Oh.
And he's booking maybe I want to be conservative, so less than 95.
Wow.
And the car that was in front of me, I stop, I walk out. I don't want any debris hit my vehicle. Cause the debris just gonna fly up and
your
thing.
windows and all kind of stuff.
Yeah. Scratch the paint and things. So I just say, well, bye. I can just cool out here and get my phone ready to call 911.
Yeah, because you know we're coming.
Yeah. Walk out and say, well, I forgot the fire station number. Bye.
You might go call everybody.
Yeah, I got to call everybody. Yeah, Boy Scouts. Yeah, I got to call the Scouts. So it happened that he managed to squeeze in barely, and really traumatized the lady that was driving, because I stopped to look in the vehicle as I was passing, and I actually had to pull over because the lady was gripping the steering wheel and shaking. Like, that's how shaken up she was. She was physically just stopped and shaking while holding the wheel.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Like it's like, where could you possibly be going?
I cannot understand it as every day, right? I question, like, why do they really want me to be on the road? Why do my friends want this for me? Because every single time I go on the road with one of my friends, so I see something that probably shouldn't be happening.
Yeah.
And it scares me because I don't want to be that person that is hit by somebody who is doing foolishness.
That's the thing, and a lot of times they don't walk away from these accidents,
Exactly.
And the people who they're trying to mind their business. Bye. Anyway, good morning, caller. You're live on LNT. What's up? Oh, last caller. But yeah, but you were saying something like this happened recently. But let's take this call before you're going to it, Jade.
Okay.
Good morning, caller. You're live on LNT. What's up?
Good morning, my island tea families, and how you are this morning, how you are this. It's chilly outside.
Morning.
Mommy still have on she socks and she down, she covering up with a little blanket that I call it my boyfriend guy that keep me so cool, so warm.
Keeping you warm, I got you.
It ain't a big blanket, just, like tomato real big, but it kept me so warm from the time I find that I get a name. Yeah, then reckless driving, right? Oh my gosh, I saw it more than one time, over. But by the luck it can't do the guy there to get to squeeze in. Even motorcade, I went motorcade the last time, the Unity went last year, not me again. I used to sound crazy. In and out, up and down, not me again. It was a guy, not a motorcade. In motorcade too, is a bit frightened to you. They just scared you a lot, in and out, they're passing 10. They're afraid in coming traffic. Oh my gosh, they're crazy. Yeah, that's why you saw the country to every minute ago. Somebody get right off the other day. Oh my God, 2 young people up Miami. Oh Lord. Right off, They're gone to the great beyond. I don't know what happened to these young people. And down here now, following it like it's a style. It ain't a style. It's take your time and go where you're going. So even on the sidewalk on the drain, you got to make sure they could bump your car through the flying.
Yeah.
They could, like, you don't expect it to kill you right there, but to the side standing up to you, So fatally, you just gone like that. I don't know what happened to them. I like what Mr. Culture said, just magistrate, you just make them feel it in the pocket hard. Right, and you see, a lot of cyclemen, young men getting die out and so. Is that they do, You see that one going to Factory Road the last year? So he do and his boy girlfriend go up to the hospital and make more noise. Why she never tell him she love him and they don't want to marry December, so drive carefully. You see, it's part, you got to take your time. I say one at a time here, that look like a cartoon, just as you say. You be as as in and out.
That's me.
When you're lucky, man, crash. I couldn't, I don't know, somebody said me, I didn't want to watch it at the end of his head. Oh my gosh. If it hit time between the rest cars, he'd have reached where he going. Oh my dear, they must, them a kill off themselves, you know, with this stupid driving, reckless driving, and they
Reckless.
killing other people too. So the lady was panic because I used to go learn to drive, but I didn't finish. Maybe me and I would have panicked. I just stand up and freeze. Because you don't want if they're coming towards you, you know, I tell them watch again. I used to say, so when I go in country on a bus, when them crazy cycle come in, I beg them not just not coming up in the bus when scream me, I am here. For me, you know, what the flying going. Where they're going, they in a plane. Oh, they in a helicopter.
Yeah, bye. You were out there, bye.
Thank you for.
Bye, Jade.
Listen, I love to hear her talk. See, one person that I could literally listen. It's because of how she does.
Express herself.
Yes, it's not the norm, but I love it.
Yeah, Jade.
But no, she's correct. Just like that, you could just be standing up minding your business. Now you in the great beyond.
My grandfather they tell me a story about a man was trying to teach his wife to drive here. Coming across Pan Road heading east. So he coming across Pan Road. Man decided, yes babes.
Yes, babes.
Yes babes, we're gonna take this right and go down Sandong Road. You look now by the man telling her, yeah, take the turn. But I run right in the fire station wall, you know. When they really stop to check what's going on, the man telling her turn right, you know. The woman say, I can't turn right no more. You see, me head all out the window. The woman turning she body right, not the wheel, yeah.
This is why you should leave certain things to a professional.
Bye, the woman turning, the woman say, you see, I turn so far right out the window.
This is why you have to leave it to a professional.
Listen, the man nice guy, running into the people,
well, what he sent off for?
you know, but used to be right there.
What?
And the payphone used to be right there.
Oh, that's probably why you're in there no more.
Oh, boy.
She clean up the payphone.
Bye.
Okay, I have a quick girl. Quick. Because
Run it
we need
quick.
to jump into some things.
Yeah.
So, remember, they had this initiative where you could come and get seedlings, right? And agriculture, I'm talking to you. Good morning.
Lord.
I know you're listening, but I'm annoyed.
I'm only my closer guy.
I know y'all listening, and I love y'all to death, but I'm annoyed. Why would you tell us, right, to come get the seedlings, only to tell us write our name, address, and number in a book, and y'all gonna call us?
You never get called, Jed?
I'm still waiting, friend.
Oh, no.
Not a phone call.
Maybe the seed ain't links yet.
What is this?
Maybe the seeds ain't linked yet.
I don't understand. Tell people the full process and listen. Come and sign up to get some seedlings. Not tell me come and get some seedlings. I gone up there tell me write my name in a book and nobody call me. Nobody call me in Azam. They want me go nothing?
Maybe ain't time yet for them to call. It's been what, just 2 weeks?
Azam, it has not been 2 weeks. It has. I promise you, friend, it has not been 2 weeks.
Going for a month now.
Matt soon come and make the call yet.
Well, I mean, at least they're doing the exact opposite of what some people been doing.
Which is what?
You know, you go to certain places and they ask you to write down your number. Why is it I getting calls from people and they tell him and it's like, where you get my number from?
I see it
in the book. I like this ain't against the law.
It is.
It's against the law?
I hope so.
It should be.
I hope so.
That's one. Watch it. You know.
That's what you're doing.
I ain't gonna tell a lie, Jay. There's been several times, based on the place I was going and who might have been coming before or after me. I may have mixed up 1 or 2 numbers.
Somebody said maybe it's a raffle.
Raffle for the seedings? Wow.
Oh, don't kill me today, please.
Oh my God.
But no, that's why would you see somebody write the personal information in?
I don't know, Jay. Let's go to this conversation. Good morning, caller. You're live on LNT. What's up? Oh, that's a caller. Good morning, caller. You're live on LNT. What up?
Yeah, sorry to call back so quick, but yeah, that's like a joke, you know. They told you to come, right? So yesterday, I heard a friend saying last night that she wanted to slip. I said, man, you should have gone, man. Last week, they were calling people saying, book the name, and you go get free thing on the Friday. Yeah, the lady, me. I went up there and buy $5 worth and they hardly have anything. Well, here, so I said, me, That to Jane, when I tell you come, they don't got nothing enough sleep them for.
Wow. That's crazy.
I don't know. I don't know what was the issue. I don't know if it was a issue of them not having enough. I don't know what it was. They just tell me this is the process. Oh, they said they want to be able to keep a track on who they give the seedlings.
But they need to give you the seedling.
Yeah, how you gonna track me on the thing?
Yeah, next thing with the number. Jane, anybody, there is African people, you know. One stop call, and every time they come, it's different number. Just like, I wanted a Samsung. Samsung gonna give money? Just like that 900,000, what happened to them there? Eh?
The scam of them there, man.
Yeah, man.
And some lady came on, cause since early last year here for getting it. She come on from Barbados. Boy, he's so nice. I'm so glad for the company. Cause somebody they put up to say that you hear. And Jane and thing, I said they always come with different number. You know what? See, them I just delete. Them I just make sure right the number that when I see it again, I just don't study it. They always come a thing. Anybody don't give them the account number to put our money for them to pull off the people money. Them African, how are we gonna do with them? Yeah, the brother never back up them. They do this and this. We come from there, we ancestors, but a lot of we ain't like that. Me and Cardi Jane and talk about, oh, Jane come now, you could get 900,000. Man, him got 100. Where's 900,000 from?
Oh dear,
They
thank
don't
you.
work out, and they don't catch people, you know.
Yeah, that's what they keep doing it.
Yeah, that's exactly why they keep doing it, because some people fall for it.
Well, we're only about bring somebody, you're going to get money, put 100 US, and you carry the guy there, he going to put 100. When you look long after, you can't find the $800 again, you know.
Yeah.
You don't even know who are going to use it, do you?
Yeah, that's why we have to be smart with where we put our money. We can't just give anybody money just because they call. You have to.
The scam of them there.
No, they are, and it's becoming not so much a big issue here because because we see what Corona did.
No, Jade, no, I'm telling you, I recently learned that there's a little ring going on here too.
Overjoy?
Yeah.
I don't ring my phone now, because I hang up on people quick.
No, they're ringing people in different countries. They're ringing about
okay.
I think it's kind of small, afraid you might not know the voice.
Oh, so y'all.
And saying it's people love to record things.
Bye.
So,
one thing we're gonna do.
so who this year call me? Put it in the group chat.
It's true. They don't play. Well, y'all, please don't scam people. The US have to watch us and treat us like how they treat some of the other countries that have scamming problems, please. Actually, a friend of mine in Jamaica was explaining how the call center thing is used to commit some of these scams. I mean, we don't have... Do we have?
Yes, Jade.
Which call center we have here?
Jade, one of them wasn't literally just across the street. Like
No, I said no. I mean, no. I know we had. I know Brown Hill was a call center. But
we have call centers.
Still? Well, that's what they said they used to commit some of these scams. So, guys, please don't use the people information for bad. Because you will go to jail.
There's places you can go online and literally buy contacts.
That's crazy.
Yep. And you don't even give me high info. I ain't even know somebody selling back that they buy.
Bye. But anyway, let's jump into some tea. Azim, would you like to sing for me?
It's tea time.
So, guys, your usual COVID report as of 9th of February 2022. We've had 4 confirmed cases in the last 24 hours, but 19 recovered cases.
Nice.
Yeah, so that brings
those
our...
numbers.
I know. Those are the best numbers on the chart, actually. This is the numbers we should have been seeing all the time. Anyway, which brings our total number of active cases to 159, but it seems like, unfortunately, we've had another death.
Oh, no.
Bringing our total to 39.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the number I don't want to see.
Condolences to the friends and loved one of the deceased. I'm very unfortunate.
Bye.
We've been talking about how people, you're almost like people, when people check out a hotel room and it's like one day you're here, next day you're just out, you're just gone. You're almost like people just checking out.
Yeah.
They ain't even like people like dying no more. It's like, whoop, You just here today, gone tomorrow.
Boy.
But, yeah, again, speedy recovery to those of you who, kind of dealing with the positive results. Hopefully you're home. Hopefully you're taking some time to relax and thing. You're not dealing with any serious symptoms.
Yeah, taking care of yourself.
Yeah, taking care of yourself. Take the time. Do something you always wanted to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for those of us who still running around in the public, around people and so.
Massless, wilding.
Well, take your vitamins.
At least.
Drink water.
At least.
And then exercise. And for those of you, remember, God wave coming for you, man. Don't study that.
Stop saying that.
It's true, Jed.
But what is that? B2? Wait, what I call this one? Omicron B2? It's more transmissible and all of these things. Listen, y'all just be careful, okay? Please.
There's always a way for you.
Is this the Omicron B2 jingle?
Theme song, yeah.
Interesting.
You pay me by.
Bye. Listen.
Anyway, copyright.
So, as the Ministry of Health to offer love packages for Valentine's Week, what do you think that means, friend?
What is happening in the meetings? How these things happen in the meetings? Like when they're having the meetings, what have we said?
I'm gonna tell you. So, this comes off because of the recent HIV discussion.
Yeah.
So they figured this is a good time. Valentine's are coming up. Y'all the sex a little extra on these days, because some people think those are the gifts that you deserve. So, in order to make things a little safer, this is what they did. Health officials in St. Kitts and Nevis are ramping up efforts to promote safe and healthy sex life, as well as to prevent the spread of HIV/AIDS and other sexually transmitted diseases and infections.
Lovely.
Yes. People are encouraged to take advantage of the free rapid HIV testing that will be conducted on Thursday, February 10th. That is today. In the parking lot of the Ministry of Health at Bladen's Commercial Development.
That's up by Credit Union and Four Seasons. So.
No, you're right. I didn't realize.
Exactly. People don't.
I said it and I thought it was up the village.
Exactly. Yeah.
Thank you, Azim.
Yeah. So I'm here for.
So, Miss Lucine Pemberton Vaughan, health educator and counselor at the National HIV/AIDS Secretariat, provided details about Thursday's health fair, which is slated to begin at 9 a.m. and end at 3 p.m. We would also be having blood sugar testing, blood pressure testing, kidney testing, which involves the urine and body mass index. Okay. I think that's supposed to be body mass index.
Yeah, body mass, yeah.
Yeah. So it's a wide range of testing, but mainly come and get your lover's license and your free condoms and lubes for the activities for the weekend. Ooh, y'all getting frisky. Y'all getting frisky on the weekend, man. In Nevis, free love packages will be distributed on Monday, February 14th, beginning at 11 a.m. until supplies last at the War Memorial in Charlestown. People will also be given the opportunity to win prizes. For more information on the above, contact the St. Kitts Health Promotion Unit at 467-1782 or the Nevis Health Promotion Unit at 469-5521. Listen, y'all go get y'all test done. Go check your sugar, your blood pressure, all these good things. It's free. Y'all always say y'all need health initiatives in St. Kitts. All these things are free. Go get your lubes and your condoms and whatever else in the bag.
Yeah, I support it. The thing about it too, Jade, is that bear in mind that at least for I think most of these testing, you could do them at the health centers. I don't know about the kidney testing.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, but
the other tests you could do at the health center, right?
There's so many things you could do at the health center, and I don't know why people don't take advantage.
Yeah, so I don't have a problem with them bringing it out and like kind of boosting it up. So yeah, man, people go take advantage. They still does make it an issue when people go by the health centers to get contraception.
I don't know if who used to make it an issue.
I remember one time, this was when we was in CFB. We was in the common room and this friend of mine come up and she was like, somebody tell me you could get free condoms at the health center, you know. So I was like, for real? She was like, yeah. I was like, but we ain't gonna use for them, but we could go down there, see what's going on.
You say you're gonna use for them?
We ain't gonna use for them, but we could go down there. So We take the nice little walk from up by the main campus. Walk down
Small
by
3 minutes.
Yeah, take a cool walk. I think she was telling me something about some dog what she wanted to buy or something. I don't know, if I remember correctly. I just remember walking down there and I was like, this is the conversation we haven't had anywhere to get condoms. But
Yeah,
anyway.
you know, light.
Yeah, so yeah, like conversation for the stroll.
Yeah.
So we coming down there, we reach down there, she walk in. The first thing you ain't know which window to go to, because down there kind of mystic.
Boy, that one does, yeah.
So they're like, okay, how many people do I have to ask before I could pick up these free contraception?
Mm-hmm.
So now we walk to the first window and the left there. Person tells us, well, you don't know about that there. So okay. She said, we ask down there by we walk down there. We eventually asked 3 people, each in by a nurse. So we gone in thinking it's like there's a packet or something.
Like a box to just dip your hand into?
Yeah, we thinking that's what's going on. But the woman wants to sit us down with a long conversation.
Oh, you think it's just condoms giving with no? It's information too?
Oh, yeah, but give me a pamphlet.
No, because y'all just take the pamphlets, leave, and store them away.
Yeah, but Jade, but the problem with that is that me ain't coming back. Because every time I come, I have to have this conversation here. Like,
no, maybe that was just the introductory conversation. You didn't know?
But how she know we ain't, like...
She knows. She sees who comes. She knows as them, y'all look like 2 fresh faces.
Oh, 2 fresh
And y'all
faces.
had on y'all college uniform. She said no. They need this speech today. I agree with it.
You might look wrong too, like male and female.
Yeah, she said, let me make sure they're using these condoms correctly. They understand the dangers of duxing.
Well, till now, I you know, she said, you can't tell me say I got class here.
See?
I was just trying to make a quick one before Hailey got call us in.
I know once you inside before you can't go inside.
Well, you know. So bye. But the all of they done with, you could just go and pick up now?
I don't know. I assume so because that's a place that I know you can get condoms.
Yeah.
You might just got to sit through a little speech about safe sex and family planning and all these good things that you need as a lot of people don't know about family planning.
Oh my God. Jade.
Some people don't even know female condoms exist.
Jade, what are you talking about?
Vital information.
Oh, okay.
Go to the health centers, get your pap smears. I know some of y'all, it's a new year.
Actually, I met a lady, 45, never had a pap smear. I said, miss,
No.
why are you doing that to yourself?
Her
I said, miss.
vagina will fall out. she needs to check.
Yeah, you got to stay on top of it.
Yeah, at some age, at a certain age, you have to do your pap smears.
Same thing with the man and prostate
I'm just
exam,
about to say, y'all, just go.
I don't know what it is our problem is by.
Oh, the fruit. Oh, me want a man do me that. Okay, so you gotta die from cancer because you didn't feel like checking. That's the alternative here. Just go check. It's free. That's the thing, it's free.
And there's multiple. I think, and the thing is, if you're checking early enough, right? There's multiple ways that you could check.
Yep.
There's multiple ways, like.
Yeah, I could have mammograms. The health
the
center has so much.
Yeah, the thing is, a lot of men afraid doctor.
Yes.
The man afraid doctor, man.
Men would literally see their whole hand falling off,
So let me watch it for another day, see what happens. Let me see, but if ain't touch back by next week, I'll call the doctor.
I go there. I just need a little barum.
Bring an alcohol when you're coming home.
God has been literally hanging on by ligaments.
Bring an alcohol.
Go to the doctor, men, please, and stop y'all nonsense, boy. You're afraid, doctor.
We need to normalize the regular checkup.
Yes.
Normalize the regular checkup. I
Please.
do one at least once a year.
At least.
I do one at least once a year, and it just to feel good to know well things
Working how they should.
Yep.
That's literally what the checkups are for, to make sure you're functioning as you should.
Yeah.
And to catch things. This is how we catch things and cure things early. The earlier you catch it, the bigger of a chance you have of surviving it.
There's a lady who I was close to. She actually dealing with stage 4 cancer right now.
Oh dear, I'm so sorry to hear that, man.
Across like the thing, and it's like by the time they figured out what was happening, it's like so far gone. You know what I mean? Like we really got to stay on top of health. Like
Yeah.
regular checkups, guys.
As him don't let me feel no weird pain that I didn't have the day before, you know.
So, wait, what's that?
My mind has automatically go like, you should go to the doctor. Like this morning, I'm having a pain on my calf, right?
Let's go to have that now.
First thing I said, bye. Suppose my foot going to fall off, bye. Maybe I should go check it.
This time, Jade, what happened? You keep walking up your steps.
Yes,
now?
that is literally, that wasn't the first thing I thought, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know how men they just
You're actually building muscle now from walking up your steps.
Yeah, I don't know how men they just be like, man, you know. I know persons go to get a finger prick for sugar and the nurse give you an attitude like the strip. Oh, well, that's a whole different topic right there we can jump into because, listen.
Yeah, but I just go by. I generally go by St. Peter's Health Center.
I don't have the issue.
And but the nurses up there does take care of me.
Yeah, I usually go to Newtown Health Center and I don't really have an issue. Like most of the times the nurses are really nice. Sometimes they just complain about certain things that we've talked about on the show and I'm like, oh, you've been listening. One complaint that I've heard from nurses is the system. Let me start to give out the business now. I'm not going to call the names because I don't know it. But they complain about the system that we use at the health centers, which is books and paper, which I don't know why we're still here. Why are we still... How many... Each year we're going to have to discuss this, Adam. Each year we have to remind people that using paper at the health centers don't make sense when computers exist.
Antiquated. Everybody got a computer in their pocket.
Everybody has a computer, as in my laptop is there. I can walk with my laptop in my hand. Why are we still using papers? Why are we still writing things down? Why do I have to sit and wait for the nurse to dig through 100 names to find my file in the back?
The amount of people, right? This happened to a friend of mine literally about 3 weeks ago. Go and look for the medical records. First name spell wrong, last name this. Like, how can
it's so ridiculous. I do not understand why we still here.
I had to be going there like 3 times just to try and figure out what was going on with the situation.
And yet, we could have just simply put a desktop, a laptop on a desk, enter the information, the nurse just goes, click, 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 finds the names. I don't understand how we're still doing this as them.
Yeah, we need to digitize the we need to digitize the public sector, like the entire public sector.
The entire thing.
Make it cross reference, and also set it up so that there's tiers. So I can't just decide to go check on people's medical records, even though we're moving away from that. I tell you, they're gonna be in the next couple of years. They're gonna be a big discussion, Jade.
On people's public health records?
People, yeah. Because, like I said, like they expect you now to literally walk up to a random stranger and to get food and be like, yeah, and tell them and give them a medical care.
Just so I could eat.
Don't waste a good crisis, boy.
Boy, listen, more and more I can see why people believe that the rapture coming in. More and more, if you think about the stories that we've been given, they're kind of aligning. As them take some calls here because, boy.
Good morning, caller, 11 LNT.
Hello. Good morning. Hi, good morning.
Morning.
Yes, been listening to your folks for quite some while now, and I have made a few attempts to call in, but no avail. But today, thanks. I want to say thanks to the lady Jade for encouraging us men to really go and take the checkup, whether you believe in the doctor or not. Apart from taking a checkup, you ladies are responsible for encouraging us men, especially in these times that, you know, the spheres has changed. We're into the Aquarian age, the feminine age, and it's the woman who wields the power. And so you're the motivator of us. We say thanks for that. Because if you have to turn it around, very seldom you will find a man will discourage a woman to do certain things. Why? Because she knows what to do, and she will go and do it. On the other hand, it's us who needs that encouragement, that motivation. Apart from going and take a checkup, it's the healthy lifestyle, the way you eat, will somewhat curtail the growth of like a prostate. The prostate is there. It will always be there. But can you slow the growth or can you intensify the growth? Yes, it can be done in the way you eat. It can be intensified, be enlarging what you eat, as opposed to what you don't eat or certain things you would eat will keep it at check. But be that as it may, the encouragement from the woman, and you don't necessarily have to be a spouse, a girlfriend. That motivation from the woman, like what you're doing now to the general public, it is to be lauded because it goes a long way.
I appreciate it, Carl. Thank you so much.
Pardon me?
Oh, I thought you were leaving. You had something else to add?
No. I just say thanks for that.
All right, man.
yes,
Appreciate
thank you
it, man.
yeah.
Appreciate it.
But no, listen, men, stop playing. Stop being afraid to go and talk to your doctor.
Part of it is like, enroll in our masculinity is this sense of invincibility and thing, and so we gotta get over it.
I just about to say, so y'all ain't plan to unlearn certain things.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't think it's time. Think about it. Y'all ain't think it's time to unlearn certain behaviors.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think to be honest, I think we've been unlearning a lot.
You will unlearn some more?
No, I think
Like
the things we've been unlearning, we need to learn back.
Y'all are learning the wrong thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem right there.
What? And it's so simple. Listen to what we're telling y'all to unlearn. Don't do the opposite. And that's the issue. Y'all let's hear said, no, unlearn being afraid of the doctor. And y'all gonna be like, I could do that, But I'd rather just unlearn how to be a good spouse. That just seems easier than going to the doctor. Let me just tap into my toxicity and forget about my health. Love it.
Yeah, if you're on the toxic side, then the doctor don't seem like it's a priority.
No, I don't feel like the doctor up there.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, I mean, like I said, make wiser choices and recognize that health is something that you have to actively pursue, right? Whether it is with how you eat, the lifestyle you choose. Yeah, it's all encompassing.
And also remember that a lot of these services are actually free.
Yeah.
Y'all don't have to come out of pocket. And also, a lot of the times, the doctors take insurance, the insurance that y'all pay every month.
I just forget about that there, to be honest.
Oh, not me? You stop there.
Yeah, I just forget about that there.
Go to the doctor. That's how we're telling y'all. Go to the doctor, do your annual checkups, your pap smears, your prostate checks, your mammograms, your blood sugar. Today is a good day to do it because a lot of these things.
Kidneys.
It's free to do it today. Just go to Blade Ends, which is up by Valuemat, around the area, right? Correct?
Yeah, by Credit Union and the opposite side. The pink building.
And check what you need to check. Check what you need to check for free. Let's take another call, Azim.
We can do that. Good morning, caller. You're live on Island T. Good morning, caller. You're live on Island T.
Oh, Lord, sorry to make it the third time now, but if what happened, right, Jane, if we purge ourselves. When we were small, your mother purged you once a week, because especially when mango time, you eat a lot of mango, and they used to say you get mango boiled because too much sweet in your body and so. If we continue to do that, you wouldn't have to go to no doctor, and you wouldn't believe I don't go to doctor, for my age. Going up to the big one, Jade, the big one, I go and leave you. And I don't feel sick, not boasting over it, but I don't feel sick. What happened? These days, they can make sure drink bitter bush, some people, they don't, when you tell them others, skin up the face. I had to tell a young lady, she said, yeah, young Porgy, good for you, young clean you out. You must drink it and so. Why they do they drink this low? Yeah, they're telling us keep away from the soda car. What happened? You use the soda, you go back to school, you sit down, you come out. You hardly do less running. You jump in your car, maybe your parents can go home. Long time you have to walk from Monkey Hill to town and town to Monkey Hill. Say burn it up. But now you just walk 2 steps, you get a right. Somebody say, man, look, my friend Jane, let me get a job there. And you know, and so we getting fatter and fatter. I got a good weight. If you see me, you say, that lady talk about weight, and she weight, but I think the weight is for my age going down, you know. For my age, because when I was younger, I was like Jane, I was really slim and trim. So I was saying, like, we clean ourselves, and so when we come big, we know we wouldn't get sick and going to the doctor that often, but that's a lot of what happened to a lot of us now. Maybe you're passing off something. The one drink, the bitterness, the thing, oh, that's a bitter, but when you go into the drugstore now, it's the same thing, Miss can't give you, but it just coated with some nice thing over it. And you ain't know. You got to use the bitter stuff, clean your body. You remember, you know, you're all young, so you all remember your thing near center. And some people used to you drink that Saturday night. It's salt, you dry it. You got to dry it because it's a bush, eh? And you drink that Saturday night, and you mix it with the salt. No, you mix it. No, you dry it Saturday night, you drink it Sunday morning, I drink it. And you know, you that clean, you're very good. You're going so much off on Sunday. And that used to be good. So I don't know what happened to young people. Them not a purge. You got to purge. Like you're cleaning out something to put in your thing. You can't put all wine in your bottle. You got to be cleaning out. And that's what beating a lot of them. I tell them, drink this. They skin up the face. So they're going to pass away fast. Drink the bitter thing. The bitter thing is good. And that was going to help your body, yeah?
Understood.
And every day, you know, and keep off the milk. I used to think I couldn't do without the milk, and now, because they say I learned that, you know, Dr. K come over and give you ideas, say, man, after you're over 60 years, and you don't need to drink milk like when you were younger. And I used to say, oh, you mean you get that? Oh, you get that do? And now I get in it, do I hardly drink milk unless I make a little porridge and you put the milk in it. But I always drinking my rosemary tea. Keep your brain as you and Jane get to buy rosemary in your head that keep your brain's function that you can't forget. I was just about with FM. I was just passing by that I said. It's going to help you. It's a lot of little simple thing. What we're supposed to do, we don't want to keep out the doctor office. Jane, you know what side of the country live if it's west side, but you know them, when you're coming up by Ross,
Yeah.
Ross, you look up on the hill, you see them thing there in the, on the empty land, like peas and them. Them, they're good for pain with the thing. I mean, Jane, they're very good, but nobody know this. We see them now, wild time and they be the wild. Ain't that? And we got them near and we growing, and they're just cutting them down when they're going to my project. They're very good. They're the same thing, you know. They're sending over back here to us. Very, very good. And a tree alone from about the other day, when the person bring it and give me for some pain I had in my left hand. Pain disappear. Very good. And we just say that day every day. You don't forget me. The tree them over forget me right now. All
right.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Listen, some good advice is in there, but guys, please go to the doctor. No, one thing that you
I think
should...
she was saying we'll lessen the trips.
Yeah. And that's fine, but don't make it a habit to decide you're not going to the doctor and just using bush remedies. Sometimes that's not the best thing. But she's right. I remember when I used to be going back to after summer break, my grandmother used to make us drink castor oil. Oh my God. Worst experience in life. But yes, we need to purge and detox sometimes because we have a lot of toxins in our body that just build up from all the things we eat.
Jade, we're talking about all these things. You know, one of the things that people need to add to the health routine, fasting.
Yeah.
Simple as you see, you know, fasting.
I fast every day.
Fasting, guys. Like like every now and again, you need to give your body a break. Your body there burning. This. You need a break. You need a break. So I say, oh, I get headache. Yeah, you get headache because of all the toxins coming out.
Yeah, you want me eating Uncle T's every day and you want me eating no type of broccoli or nothing
the
and just
toxins
feel like
coming
your
out.
body can just function. No. It's not how it
Take
works.
a weekend, cool out, and do a liquid fast. Give your body a break.
Yep.
Give your body a break. Just give your digestive system a chance to just recover. You're putting food in it 3 times a day.
Some people more than that, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know where you always find the time to eat, my boy.
Your digestive system need a break sometimes. Man.
Yeah, definitely. But speaking of break, I think it's time for us to take one ourselves. But guys, stay tuned. We'll be right back with more Island Tea right here with Media SKN.
The Sound 98.9 FM.
Maybe it's the way the brilliant gold liquid reflects our sunshine, or how the bright blue of its label mirrors the clear Caribbean skies overhead. Maybe it's the fresh, crisp taste of this beastly cold beer on a scorching hot day. Maybe it's even the way it brings us all together. But one thing is for sure, Carib is very much a part of who we are wherever we're from in the Caribbean. Carib, it's the way we play. Drink responsibly.
Horswood's Building and Nevis Centers continues to make your lawn and gardening easy. Go to Horswood's Building and Nevis Center now and get 25% off store-wide on the entire lawn and garden equipment. Yes, for the months of February and March, Horswood's Building Center and Nevis Center is making improving your lawn and garden easy with 25% off garden supplies, garden equipment, garden accessories, including weed eaters, lawnmowers, and much more. Get 25% off all lawn and garden items happening now at Horswood's Building Center in St. Kitts and Nevis. Horswood's Building and Nevis Centers, making home improvement easy. Terms and conditions apply. See store for details.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Island Tea right here on Win Media SKN with your faves, Kevin and Azam featuring Jade, Gwenny Gwen, Idita, CPL Matter, Stuart Johnson. And Jade?
Yes.
Let us proceed with today's topics.
Indeed. So, something that has been buzzing on the airwaves. Yes. Miss Marion Hall, Minister, Marion Hall. The question.
Ladies are people, ladies are.
Wait, no.
Sorry. Right. Go.
Is Minister Marion Hall returning to dancehall? AKA, if ladies are coming back for she things. Is she coming back for she things?
Okay.
You know what's so funny? Somebody was like, yeah, she's coming back to dancehall. I was like, nah, she wouldn't do that. She's a whole Christian now, you know. She ministers and all of these things.
But she can't come back to dancehall. Some of the wickedest dancehall artists is Christians.
But there was Christians when they made the songs?
I mean, presently, Jade.
But there was Christian when they made
Papa San still sings. Lieutenant Stitchy still sings.
Okay.
Like she the first person who was a big artist. And then get saved and continue singing.
I think what people expect is ladies have to come back. I think that's what happened. I feel like people see it as ladies are coming back and not Minister Hall.
Continuing to sing?
Yes, but ladies is known for some unchristian like lyrics. Yeah. And I think that's what people are looking for.
What? Okay. Okay.
Anyway, so Minister Marion Hall, formerly Lady Saw, had tongues wagging on Tuesday night after a post to her Instagram page said she would be stepping away from her calling.
Okay.
Social media users had differing views, but prominent among them was speculation that she might be abandoning her ministry to return to the dancehall space. To all Christians and non-Christians who have been coming up against my ministry, Congratulations on your mission to bring me down. You've successfully done so. I've now decided to step away from my calling in order to fulfill your desires. I will no longer be preaching or keeping church or on any social media platform. May God forgive me, Hall's post said. However, sources close to Hall have said her comment is likely due to the flood of negative comments on her social media pages and that she has no intention of returning to the dancehall space. The debate rages on, however. Prior to be... Okay, well, no, we will need that.
What do you think, Jade?
I think it's very strange that she has... Well, not strange. I felt like her initial comments were quite hypocritical.
Which
like,
ones?
When she was bashing the current dancehall artists, the ladies.
I was hypocritical about it.
You were there. Like...
Right, but... So, that's the thing. Like, if I used to do something... I think it's only hypocritical if I do it. So it can't be hypocritical if I recognize the wrong in my ways and then say it's wrong. How is that hypocritical? It's only hypocritical if I doing it and telling people not to do it. It can't be that I, like, imagine
but that's the thing.
But she's not doing it.
We know about that. Because she did said.
But she hasn't done it then.
Okay.
So at the point.
So we have to wait for her to do it for it to be hypocritical then.
So you think she coming back to sing like?
I mean, it wouldn't be shocking.
It would be.
Why? We've seen it.
That is why it's news. It would be shocking.
But we've seen it happen before.
Yes, Jade, we've seen people backslide, but it would be shocking.
For ladies, Minister Hall.
Yes, it would. That is why it's news. If it wasn't gonna be shocking, nobody was like it wasn't gonna be news. Of course, it's gonna be shocking. Like, I feel like this is my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Minister Marion Hall, aka Lady Sir, right? She was one of the stalwarts in dancehall. I mean, talking about female dancehall, just dancehall.
Dancehall in general, yeah.
Right? She made a change in her life, right? Walked away from that particular type. Because she still performs, right? She still performs and things. And then looking at, and she's a minister. Like, she's a minister. Literally, what they do is talk to people about lifestyle, right? And encourage people to move into a particular, and live their life according to Christ. The tenets of the Bible, etc., etc., etc. That's what they do. So she's doing what she does all along. My thing is, if you don't like what she's saying, okay, she could bang him out.
Yeah, free speech is free.
Right? You don't have to come back and make it this thing.
Why the girls beefing, Mingale?
I couldn't.
They're beefing. It's like, I think people. I don't know. I feel like people feeling like it's a publicity stunt one, and the way she going about it isn't going to foster the reaction that she maybe anticipated.
I don't know about that. I think what happens is that you want me to tell you what I think what's happening with her personally? I think that she had all good intentions. I think she literally had all good intentions. She tried to put out a certain message, and the backlash was unexpected to her, because in her mind she's thinking, well, I doing good, like I telling people, and she probably thought she would have gotten the support for the message, right? Not recognizing that by right now, people, as a matter of fact, people ain't even care if what you're saying is right or wrong. If you're taking away something that I like, or you're going against something that I like, it's almost like you're coming at me personally. So I think she got a lot of backlash for the comments that she made in relation to the present dancehall artists, particularly the female dancehall artists. And we're at a place now to where anything where you feel like you talk to a woman about something, we're in a very ticklish climate now. It's like, right? You can't, like, and I think that's actually hurting women right now, especially black women, because we're at a place where you can't tell black women nothing. And sometimes black women need to be told things. Just like everybody else. Yeah, exactly, just like everybody else. But I think that she got the. I think she's discouraged. I think she's discouraged by the reaction to her
I don't
comment.
think no. I think she bringing up music still because she still said she would. So
Yeah, but she been performing. She didn't stop performing.
no, I'm not saying she's not performing. I'm saying I think she's still bringing out new music because she even said that she wanted to.
So you think. So what part you think is this done? The part about I'm stepping down from ministry.
Yeah, I may think she's doing that. Honestly, don't think she's doing that.
I think she's discouraged. I think she's discouraged, and this is kind of why it is. And I think this is my thing. Painters will paint, dancers will dance, singers will sing.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's going to do what she knows how to do. She's a singer. She's a creative. She's going to do what she does do.
And I think that's fine, but let other people do what they want to what they're doing as well. Like,
but she ain't stopping. She hasn't stopped anybody. I don't believe we come in here all the time, Jade, and give our opinions on what people should do and shouldn't do. We do it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like this, and the problem is like people just need to be able to take and ignore what they need to take and ignore.
Yeah, waiters also do that a lot.
And I think people bashing her, and I'm thinking like she has earned the right to speak on dancehall because she's one of the people that built dancehall.
Mm-hmm.
She's earned the right to be able to come out and say, I don't like what's going on in dancehall. Even if she was one of the people that helped to build it.
Mm-hmm.
But she's put years of her life into this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I shouldn't be the one to come out and say, hey, me like what's going on in Jamaican music.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, but who is you?
Who is you?
But ladies suck and talk about what's going on in dancehall. People just didn't like what she said. That's really what it comes down to. People just didn't like what she said.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it's you could disagree, but I don't know. I feel like it's been a gross overreaction by everybody to her comments. Like, I don't understand. I mean, the thing is like, Spice, you ain't agree? Just continue singing.
I mean, she ain't gonna stop.
Yeah, exactly. Just continue singing. And we got to stop doing this thing where we changing up the meanings of words. Like, she was not hypocritical. Like, and the other words, people like misogynistic. Like, people, I'd be like, I don't understand what these words mean. Like, people that just throw these words out now, like, just throw them out. Like, these words have meaning. They have meanings.
Buzzwords.
Yeah. I mean, I hope that she's putting out new music. I hope so. I hope she's putting out new music. You know, she has put out new music since she's become a Christian. Yeah. Some of the wickedest dancehall music is some Christian people. And past. The other day I was listening to this Christian drill rapper. Kebi. But man, hard. Hard. Everybody know Stitchy, everybody know Papa San. Like, whether or not you're into Christian or you like secular music or whatever, you can't deny the people them talent. And if you're somebody who believes that talent comes from the Almighty, where you think, no, that they get saved, the talent God?
No, man.
No, that's the talent. So, people, watch out. Live, let live. Live and let live. You know what I mean? Live and let live. Like, I don't understand why these things become such a, oh my God. I don't understand it, man. Let's see what this person has to say.
Sure.
Let's see if it's lady, sir.
I mean, listen.
I highly doubt it. Good morning, caller. You live in Island?
Good morning.
Morning.
Yes, just to look at this again from the 20,000 foot level. I'm in complete agreement with Azim in your assertion about hypocrisy, right? I think you are correct in explaining what hypocrisy is. It's not criticizing others for something that you used to do unless you keep doing it yourself, okay? That would be hypocritical. But you also have to remember that it's not wrong to change your mind based on new information, okay? Or a new perspective on things. Absolutely nothing wrong with that, okay? What you have to do, though, is be consistent. And you can't keep going back and forth because then you have a problem with consistency. I know it's reflexive for people to think, well, they used to do it too, right? It's a very reflex action, but it's not logical, okay? You can't go before a judge with a defense like, let's say you go for stealing. Well, other people steal too. You know, he'll run out of court, okay? Right? So, you know, it's good to remember, I'm not sure who said it, whether it's MLK or Mandela, but there's never a wrong time to do the right thing. Or variations of it exist, like the time is always right to do the right thing, right? Or you're never right to try to justify the wrong thing, right? All those are variations of it. But, you know, I just wanted to point out that those who say she's hypocritical should bear those things in mind. You have a right to change your mind, you know, once it's based on whether good information, your perspective, some kind of epiphany, or just realizing that this is not for me. Okay?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Simple. All right, then.
All right, man. But yeah, I think that's one of the things that, especially in this time, I find very troubling.
Mm-hmm.
That people aren't been given the space to grow and evolve. That is something that is very concerning to me. You're getting people being cancelled
for things that they said time, yeah.
And somebody went and find some old tweet on Twitter from 15 years ago and bring it back now. That person 15 years ago was literally 16 or 17.
Yeah. That's one thing I could agree with. I don't understand cancel culture. Especially if you're cancelling people for things that they clearly have moved on and changed for. Like, you have to look at what people are doing now and not what they've done before, especially if what they've done before isn't aligning with what they're doing now. Yeah. If they're continuing the behavior, then I understand. But why are you upset that somebody said something ignorant in a time where ignorance was what was popular?
Yeah, but not all, like, and even if ignorance wasn't popular, if it was an unpopular thing, what I said, like, who knows if I have since learned or evolved on my position and perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever caller, Jade. Good morning, caller. You're live on LNT.
Hey, good morning, Brother Asim.
Morning.
Good morning, Sister Jade.
Morning.
You might as well answer. I don't start playing for you to come. You know, when you catch in fish with your the thing, and you don't just haul it in one time.
I got you.
Right. So, Brother Asim going to bring you. Now, let me make a comment. You know, this man is praying for the sister. Because maybe she needs people to encourage her. To let her know that what she's going through is what. Whenever you make a stand, it's the usual thing, you know. What she has said has affected somebody's bottom line too. You know? She knows what it is. She knows the inside and the outside of that art, what she went through. And so rather than taking it as an advice, you know, forget how she said it. Just look at what she said. And there are people rejoicing. That's the part that gets me, you know. There are people who are rejoicing. Oh, well, she's going back, going to take off her clothes and carry on. That is what the devil wants. And those of us who call ourselves Christians, we should pray for her. Because everybody don't have the same stamina. I don't get all kind of color. I don't even hear them. Because the Bible says you're not fighting flesh and blood. It's spiritual wickedness in high places designed to pull her down. And many people have turned back because of that, you know. The things that happen to them, things that people do, things that people say. But you got to be strong, shake it off and get up again. Because there will always be people in your way. No matter what you do. You know, people still calling me, oh, them gangster.
Mm-hmm.
Has anybody asked them if they had a change of mind, a change of heart?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're paying them to keep the peace. And when it's done, soon done. I said to myself, wait, Our people understand the amount of blood on this land. Some mothers have 2 and 3 children who were killed. Why are you so, talk about black, what's the value of a life? What is the value of a life? And God forgive mother who killed man David. David was a man after God, or not. David set it up. He ain't just killed the man, David set it up. Impregnate the man wife, then trying to pass with about people get wrong child.
Bye.
Ask David. David was trying to pass up a wrong child on a man. And when the man, bring him home and drunk him, like go home to his wife. And the man said, boy, me ain't going home. I'm going to go home and all the other people out there fighting. And when every tricky try to work it out, he said, he gave the man his own letter, Carry it and give it to the captain. The man think it's good news. He said, put the man in the front of the battle. And when he start, go back. He must dead. And if God could forgive that, why he can't forgive all who else call them gangsters out there and they kill and they kill? I call upon them to repent, ask God to forgive you, he will. But some of us just want it. He can start again. What do we have to benefit? Have you asked yourself that? What do you benefit if you go back and do what you was doing? What do you gain? What do you gain? Are you people laugh? She got to take up. She going back to. Did she say so? She could stop preach and just live a Christian life. Some of us take pleasure in battering people who making an effort. They went jail already.
Yeah.
Man talk about the Bible who went jail, Saul went jail, Saul killed. I mean, we got to wake up. Pray for the lady. She needs some encouragement because it could be, it could be very discouraging. You hear me?
But that's the point I was making. I mean, if I
agree with you. That's why I call it.
Yeah, I think she really had all good intentions, trying to maybe impart
because she know what it is.
Yeah, she know what she had to deal with in there,
And the trafficking. And you got to sing what you don't even want to sing. Your manager telling you what to do. You think they always do what you say I'm doing on the stage? Yep. So give the woman a break, go pray for her. And those who close to her, you encourage her.
Yep.
Because this life, our people are cruel, man.
Yep.
Very, very cruel. You're down and they push you down.
Yeah.
But to all of the young men out there, because I get vexed out of my head. I sure the thing will start again. I mean, I said, y'all ain't got no mercy for nobody. And they're going to stop pay them and it. I mean, really, go if you know one of them, encourage them to change their life. It benefits you, it benefits us, because nobody know who's going to get killed.
That's a fact.
I'm telling you. Bye.
That's a fact.
Nobody know. Innocent people get killed. You know how much time I got to go on my floor?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You all give it up. Be an encourager. All right, then.
All right, thanks. I mean, I was telling Jade, even on that last point there, I said, Jade, say what you want, when dogs hungry, dogs just eat. You understand?
Especially when you ain't got no other option.
I watch it. If I ain't see what's going on in the West countries, them, yeah. After this corona thing and lockdown and all this what's going on.
Crime has skyrocketed.
I ain't see what's going on. I want no Christmas might look. Otherwise?
And that's the thing I just be wondering, so that's what y'all want to happen? Because y'all say it y'all excited to see what happened if this initiative stopped. Y'all excited to see crime return? I don't understand.
But not only that, I think it's also unfair to just assume that people just waiting to go back to the situation that they were in.
Nobody wants to be in that situation.
And even if one or two, if that were to happen, that doesn't speak on all.
Nope, it doesn't speak for the majority.
Yeah,
I think when it comes to that discussion, I think a lot of it is politically motivated because they want to have a reason to, when the next election come up, say, see, I tell y'all, when y'all stop this is what, it wasn't sustainable and stuff. And okay, but at least somebody tried to do something.
But not only that, Jade, perhaps, if we were to come to the table with solutions, with ways to massage the situation, perhaps we could create something that is sustainable. You understand where I'm coming from? Perhaps what we are at now is a start.
Yeah.
So perhaps what we need to be discussing is where to next. instead of saying we shouldn't have started in the first place.
Exactly.
You understand? Perhaps the way at now is a start, and we need to discuss what's next. You understand? Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand sometimes, man.
I do, especially when people have ulterior motives behind the comments. It's easy to understand.
Yeah. Sometimes the agenda will. Well, not sometimes, all the time. The agenda will reveal itself.
They do not hide it anymore.
Yeah.
It's quite clear, like.
Yeah.
Boy.
But I think what we're saying basically kind of falls into we need to deal with people with grace.
Mm-hmm.
We need to give people grace and mercy. You understand? And I'm going to say this too because I don't want it to seem as though we could ignore the fact that one of the things that I feel is that play in this particular situation with Minister Hall, right, is she may not have understood what she was putting herself in when she went online and started doing these things. When you go on social media is a mystic thing. You got to understand. You got to understand. Watch it. You could got a man, right, sitting down there petting his cat, right, eating something, and they're just he know you're from Adam, and type something. And if you allow that stranger who has no investment in your life, nothing to affect you in a certain way, then you're opening up yourself for some dark days ahead.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, you're going to have to recognize that, hey, this comes with the territory, unfortunately. When you jump on, you can, I see it all the time with artists. I had the same discussion with somebody about Ari Lennox. And I'm saying they come like every stranger with a keyboard upset her. She gotta come better.
Yeah.
She gotta come better than that. Like it does. Oh, somebody says she look like a dog. That is horrible for that person to say, and that person shouldn't say it. But she now can't allow these strangers to take her off the course that she's trying to build.
No, and you're right.
You're gonna have to learn to filter out the noise when you're on these social medias. I tell you already, I don't read comments here.
Yeah.
I don't read comments to things. It shifts your perspectives. I like to consume things and be able to recognize and draw my own conclusions once I've taken in information.
And I've had to learn that from doing this show, because there are people who literally sit on social media and say things about me and Azim, and we have no idea how these people look. We've never seen these people in our lives. If we see them today, we can't even identify them. But because they have a keyboard and the internet, they feel like they could say whatever. Like, I've had a caller that calls all the time, literally look for my personal social media and paste a comment that he commented on somebody else's social media just because he wants me to see it. Yeah. What I could do about that, I just was like, okay, cool. Like, your opinion is not going to upset my day, take me off the path that I'm on because you feel differently to how I feel. Yeah. That's your choice. Just like you have the internet, I have the internet. Yeah, and one of the thing is, we are going to have to learn how to filter out what it is that we see, especially things that disturb our peace. Yeah. Like if and that is the thing I tell people all the time. If you recognize that you aren't in a place where you can navigate this thing properly, remove it from yourself. Sometimes you just need to take a break now. Yeah. I tell a friend of mine the other day, I say, you know what your problem is? You forget that you could delete apps. Listen. Delete the app off your phone. Listen,
take a week.
You could delete apps. You could delete people. You could archive them. I literally just hide the comment because I'm like, bro, what you want me to do with this? I'm not going to, like, you. One thing we forget, that we are in control of the things that we consume, see, interact with. Mm-hmm.
More so now than ever.
Just delete it. Yeah. And go about your life.
Somehow you need to come off of these apps. Yeah. I'd be watching these girls that posting and we sharing Justin Labai in the stories every day. And I'm there thinking to myself, like, you don't even know what it is you're doing to yourself. Yeah. You don't even know what you're doing to yourself. Boy, and listen. And the thing is funny, like, and I mean, like, yeah, it's funny once, funny twice, but when you're constantly consuming, these things, you're programming your mind
to feel a certain way, to believe a certain concept about yourself that is probably not true. But let's take a call because we're gone. Sorry, y'all call back. Okay.
Good morning, caller. You're live on LNT. What's up?
Yes. I think it's a false choice to think that if the peace initiative ends, that the gangs will go back to warring. Remember, it was a gangs initiative. They came together to end the mayhem, right? They were trying to do some kind of rapprochement. I think what happened is that the government inserted itself into the process when it saw an opportunity to get political mileage out of it. What people are not objecting to reintegrating the gangs in society once it is done properly. Okay? What people, I think, object to is the appearance of change in societal rules so that people who did not follow them gets an advantage over those who opted to stay on the straight and narrow. Okay? And they also object to the fact that the program seems to have become a runaway train in the sense that there's no oversight and no end in sight. And increasing money, the sustainability of it is in question, okay, under those conditions. Of course, we all want them to reintegrate, but have the gangs been dismantled? Have all the guns come off the street? You know, these are questions that have to be asked going forward. As you mentioned, we should be looking at what happens going forward, right? And all these are relevant questions for what happens. And then, and finally, it seems to me that there have been a reduction in crime, you know, among our neighbors as well. Okay, and I'm not sure where you got the idea that crime was increasing as a result of COVID. It would be interesting, you know, we can actually look at actual figures. So it would be a good exercise to look at the figures, compare what the murder rate is now with what it was pre-COVID, etc., etc. Okay? But it seems to me that our neighbors solved this problem without injecting $40 million. And that's $40 million that could have been put to good use elsewhere, including reintegrating the gang members into society. You can't have a program starting with 70 people on it and then it balloons to nearly 800. Something is wrong. You mean there are 800 criminals out there? I don't think so. Well, with people with criminal minds? I don't think so. Okay, so a fresh look has to be taken with that program to make sure that it works properly and that the gangs, the initial effort by the gangs should be allowed to continue without contamination of government intervention and politics. Let them use existing safety nets if necessary, but this pumping of money into something like that, the way it's done now is questionable. Okay then.
All right, Carlo. But you seem to got a lot of insight back.
Yeah, one of these days he needs to call us and give us the insight that he has into this program and what he feels is the best, because he just says things without giving like a...
I mean, you only got a few minutes on the phone. On the radio,
yeah, but use it to do that instead of saying what they shouldn't or what they're failing at. Tell us what they should do instead.
But I think that what we were seeing in terms, he spoke about the crime, what seems to be the trend is, of course, there was a downturn in crime during COVID. People is inside.
If you're inside, you can't commit crime, man.
Yeah, when you're inside. But the problem is now, as we see the relaxation of the protocols, there has been most of the places are reporting an uptick in crime, especially petty crime, especially crime involving domestic violence, and
these are statistics that we've read on the show.
Yeah, they've been talking about it in the news. But yeah, I think that even when we start talking about who on the program for moving on the program, I want to know. Like I think maybe I've been missing the press conferences because I feel like there's this belief that like, oh, Bayer is gangman and killers. And perhaps my understanding is more that it has to do with persons who may be susceptible to certain factors based on the association, based on where they're from, socioeconomic background, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So not necessarily that it's all. Well, yeah, don't bother talk about sexual crimes. Sexual crimes. That there, I don't know what's going on with that there. Wow. Lock up people for a while, they come out and it seems like they just can't control their hormones. I don't know what's going on.
Let me don't even talk about this.
Yeah, let's not go down the road there. Let's not go down the road there.
Boy.
But yeah, like I said, I feel like we're gonna probably have to figure out for me, I don't got a problem here. I only got a problem when there seems to be no pathway forward, right? I don't have a problem. And saying that something isn't sustainable isn't a call down because maybe that isn't the plan.
Yeah.
So the plan, so it could be a start, like I was saying. So yeah, I don't have a problem. And again, I don't have a problem with the questions. I believe the questions are necessary. I believe, just like we keep talking about the need for opposition, the need for dissent, and all these things. All this is necessary. But the problem is that sometimes you could see person's agenda, and the agenda is not always.
A mile away, boy.
And sometimes the agenda is not always betterment.
Nope.
Right? What are your intentions? And sometimes
Gotcha intentions don't help any situation.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't mind the questions because I feel out of these questions we getting some suggestions in terms of what could be done, what should be done, how we could be achieved, them kind
how
of
we
thing.
move forward. How we
thing,
save people from getting into the same issue or like their lives going down these paths. A lot of things. It's not just they're paying people to stop kill people. It's really not.
But the thing for me, and this the thing for me, and one of the things that I have the discussion with people with, and it's like I see somebody on the live saying it. Well, like I say, maybe he have more insight than me, but I don't. But what I'm saying is I don't know how this whole thing go.
You know what I mean?
No, and that is a concern because of course using public money and things like that and whatever. But I'm gonna tell her something, right? Right now. Street business is street business. And I ain't a street man.
Neither am I.
I don't claim to be no street man. I don't claim to know. I just stay out of street business. That's where I'm coming from.
There you go.
I just stay out of street business. And sometimes when you're talking about you need to know. Sometimes you're gonna have to. Sometimes you're gonna know when they retract the files.
Y'all don't know everything, you know. Y'all don't know about a lot of programs that are going on.
Yeah.
But it feels like they focus so much on this one because they want to see it fail. Like there's a lot of programs that if they think about it, if you ask the common man on the road right now, explain this program, they literally don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because the narrative is they're giving bad man money to stop killing people.
Exactly.
Like that's the narrative.
Okay, and let's think about it, right?
That's the narrative. So
even in the good words of Mr. Mac Brantley, so what? Why we don't want to see people not kill people? Is it so bad that people aren't killing people?
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
Yeah. And let me tell you something. Like maybe y'all aren't aware, right? But we have an issue. To me,
that's true. Oh, sorry. Somebody was saying if we don't see them actually working for parks and beaches and other things.
Like, people just move like they ain't seeing what's going on.
Literally, we
people
could drive past Newton right now and we could see them.
People ain't looking like they're seeing people starting their own little businesses and things.
No, they don't see that. It's always, they're just paying bad man to... Anyway.
But that can always happen now. And it ain't just in this program, right? A lot of times what's really going on is that people feel funny about their particular situation here.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you already, we got this thing, we like to watch people, We like to pocket watch, we like to watch people. Actually, the other day a man called me, the man say, yo, I ain't see such and such. Bam, get this government project for this lot of man. I said, boy, what I got to do with me?
Like, how is that not going to help me.
What I gotta do with my brother? Like, if he work out whatever he working out and he get 100 million or whatever it is,
You just figured out how to get yours.
more power to you. I just don't stop me from getting mine. That's my only problem. Don't stop me from getting mine.
Yeah, that's true. We have a big issue with pocket watching here, boy.
Aye, watch you. That's really the problem. I don't have a problem with people recognizing that they're using public funds and there must be some sort of oversight and some transparency and that kind of thing. I don't have a problem with that there. But the truth is, our intention is because I just vex that I struggling and I feel that people ain't struggling. That's really what it is.
Oh, you feel
People
like
are people afraid to say it. People afraid to say it. Hold on, Jade. People afraid to say it. A lot of people who got issue with this thing is because they're struggling and they're vexed that these people over here getting something. That's really what it is.
That's what I was about to say. It feels like they're upset that they're not struggling with them. Like everybody needs to struggle because I'm struggling.
Yeah.
That's not how the world works.
Yeah, people vex. And then what they try to do to mask that sentiment, they start to talk about, oh no, public money, oh and this and all, like trying to, no. Y'all just vex.
Yeah.
It's the vex, yeah.
Because that's not the only thing, and we know it too, but y'all just need to use this narrative of, oh, it's good. Like, no, that's not it. You think everybody is a good man? They know.
It's the vex. That's all.
Because they can't do nothing about it. They can't stop it. What are they going to do? They can't go in and tell them, oh, pull the plug on this. That's not how it works.
Jade, let's let them stay vex.
Bye.
Let them stay vex.
That's a lot of energy, though. Because I can't understand being upset about something that literally don't affect you daily.
That is normal.
And it's weird.
That is normal. People be on that energy, Jade.
It's weird. Like, I can't imagine sitting down thinking about, oh, this pussy getting this and I ain't got it. Like, bro, figure out how to get where you need to get. That's where your energy is supposed to lie, you know.
Watch you. And the thing is that the other thing, watch you. I know people say it in jest, but the truth is there's some seriousness to it because it just proved to me that's how good some of them be. They say, oh well, I should go kill people too. I must go kill people too because
do it then and see how that goes.
Yeah.
Like, do you feel like that's the end all be all?
Watch you. When people when they get in, you start watch you. You ain't know what they had to do. You ain't know how much of them they can't sleep in the night, yeah.
When they sleep.
You ain't know how much sleepless nights they had because they know who coming for them, yeah. If that's the life you want, then by all means go ahead.
Yeah man, do your thing.
Because people just want certain things and don't want all what come with it. Me, watch you. I trying to figure out what I need to do to get what I need to get.
Mm-hmm.
I got my bills to pay, I can figure it out. I ain't watching what you're doing and bam, thing.
Yeah, I can't do that. I got enough time in the day to watch what you're doing and what I'm doing.
On a bigger note, of course, I have interest in this situation because some of these people are people I used to teach. Some of these people are friends of mine. Some of these people are family.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these people are family of mine. You understand? So I have a concern.
And not only that, a lot of people never been in a position where they cannot figure out where the next dollar coming from. They have a family that they need to feed. They can't get a job because they didn't get the proper education. There's a lot of factors behind this, you know.
Forget all of that, dear. Some of these people, and this is something that affects people from especially some particular thing. When you come from certain places, right, Jade, you put on the address on your application.
They watching you.
And right then and there.
You're right.
People watching you funny.
Yeah.
Jade, people watching people funny because you got a tattoo on your neck.
I never understood those ones. Like I never understood you not being able to get a job because of your name, where you're from, your body art, your hair. Like,
Jade, we got people can't go. We're talking about these things. We got people till this they can't go school because their parents have a certain hairstyle on them.
Yeah, that make no sense.
And then we move forward into the workplace and then wondering why people watching people funny because they got a little tattoo on their forearm.
Yeah. It's because y'all ingrain certain things into the kids and into society that literally if you sit down and think about it, it makes zero sense. How does me having a tattoo affect my ability to work? How does me having locks or my hairstyle a certain way affect my ability to learn?
Jade, if I am sitting here, right, in front of you, right, for an interview, I carry myself well, right? I present myself well.
Mm-hmm.
I have presented my credentials, right? The thing that separates my application from the application of the person next to me should not be my address.
At all.
It shouldn't be my address. I'm sorry, it shouldn't be my address. There's a lot of other things you could just go based on the impression that we have when we're speaking. The way if your spirit take me or not, I could even take that there. I could take that before you're telling me about my address.
Yeah.
And if you are in a position where you realize you're judging people based on these kind of things, then really the issue is you.
Yeah, you need to sit back and realize that you have this warped view of people and you need to address it. It's not the person's fault that you...
Jade, everybody has their biases, Jade.
Which is natural because we're human.
Everybody has their biases. The problem is that a lot of us, we don't recognize what these biases are and seek to combat them.
Nope.
We need to... it's really self-searching.
Really self-searching. We don't do that.
And a lot of eye out there who got all these issues with this... Some eye out there who got these issues and talk about this particular program. Like, y'all need to do some self-searching first and figure out exactly where your feeling coming from. Y'all need to figure that out first.
Shouldn't earn like y'all acting like they're just telling them, yeah, Kia, come, go with this.
Jade, and that's the thing, I don't even care on that level. My issue is that there must be some pathway to successful just like any program. There's people who this program is only one, there's people who vex with somebody because they're getting the $500 a month and thing and saying, oh, you want to tell me so much people and okay. Jade, there must be some sort of oversight. There must be some prerequisites, and people have the right to ask questions. It's public money. My issue is you need to check to see where that feeling you're feeling coming from.
So what do you want the public money to be used for? That's a good question. What do you really want it to be used for? Where would y'all like this money to go?
To them, Jade. To them. That's really what it is.
Oh, well,
That's really what it is. I don't have and this is the issue, Sometimes we fail to separate. We fail to separate the fact that, hey, I could have a conversation with somebody, and we could talk about what I like, what I don't like, and whatever.
All them good something.
Sometimes these things are necessary. Yes, we should be asking the questions of these programs. Yes, we should be continually trying to massage and make them more efficient and make sure that the money that we invest in is doing what it is it's supposed to do and getting to the people it's supposed to get to. All of that is right.
Yeah, man.
No
issue with that.
Problem is, but somehow I just grudge.
Yes. That's why I boil down to y'all ain't really care about the country. Listen, a lot of them care about the country.
They care about the country, Jade.
They care about the development. They care about the education, the healthcare sector.
They don't care about the people in our society that need help. They don't care about none of that. They just grudge.
And bad mind. According to Javel, we drop a bad mind seed one of these days.
I'll sprout up all over, boy.
I look at y'all behaving the way y'all behaving.
That's all it is. And the problem is when we start from that place. And when we start from, when those are the emotions that are fueling. See, the problem is that the conversations that we're having all the time, the conversations are being fueled by civic duty. It's not being fueled by sympathy and empathy and grace.
What name, sir?
It's being fueled by jealousy, grudge, bad mind. And so what happens, the discussion's going to take a certain tone. Somebody need to check ourselves. That's really what's going on. Somebody need to check ourselves.
Some self-reflection. Nothing is wrong with that. We are human beings and we need to evolve for better. And better means that you have to do the work. You can't just say you are a better person, You can't just say you're a nice guy. You can't just say you're a good woman. You actually have to do the work to be that. And some of y'all ain't know to do that.
Yeah. Well,
listen, Sebastian, we understand a lot of things. A lot of people just refuse to. So.
Yeah, I don't know about it. Like I just think that is so many different voices trying to hijack the narratives that and what's happening is that it becomes difficult to filter out these different agendas and voices because we all seem on the surface to be saying the same thing, but trust me, at some point you're going to find the divergences. And sometimes we're so far down the road that by hard to divorce yourself from the different people and the different voices. Me and you, Jade, could be saying the same thing and we mean totally different things.
Yeah.
or we have totally different desires for the outcome.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of that is happening. A lot of that happening around
Right.
here. People vex it. People are come on here. But the other day, a woman come and a woman tell me, oh, my man, he's one of them who jump off the train. Now she tell me, jump off the train.
What train? What train you was on?
I want to know what train she think I am.
When you tell me you was on a train, could I invite me? But
I thought the sugar train.
You
I
can't
start,
jump off one of them there, friend.
you know how long I stop up engine?
Long time.
Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry.
Oh, he didn't wait to say it.
It only happened like twice.
You know, and he didn't die, so you know.
Your girlfriend there, they lose about 2 toes, you know. Hey, big up all the man them who lose limbs on them engine by.
Where you big them up?
Loco 18. Loco 18 take your small toe. Bye.
No, you're off balance or something.
But no, sometimes, hey, watch here. Them loco there used to be mentioned. You know what? Watch here, Jade. Back in the day, Tran saying money like that. Boss saying money, you know. You go and buy your friend down the bay, and you got to reach back in your tongue. Oh, you reaching back?
Catch a train.
You got hop
a train.
Hop loco tree. You got some man. He had some man know the schedule. Yeah.
I just about to say the fact that you know all the names of them. I believe you.
But some man know the schedule. But hey, babes, I gotta go now. If I miss loco 5.
Assault.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. I got to go.
Boy, listen. This is the last call for the day because we have to go.
Yeah. Good morning, caller. You're live on Island T. You could close us out.
Sure. You forgot what I said about you can never find something right to justify the wrong thing. Okay? This ends justifies the means is the cause of a lot of conflict in the world. Right? I would have thought that you seem to be trying to psychoanalyze people's agenda and set a grudge and those kinds of things. You would be advocating to psychoanalyze the persons who did these crimes. Because for the life of me or anybody else, we can't understand how somebody feels to solve a problem they have. They're going to get up and shoot a man in the head.
Well, you keep lamenting on the fact that you seem to feel like all the people on the peace program is murderers or something?
No, of course they're not.
Okay, but you keep lamenting on that fact. You have yet to use another type of example.
There were safety nets existing. Why couldn't they go on to whether it's step or pep or whatever? Okay? And you have not addressed the changing of societal rules. You cannot tell me you can build a society on that kind of program.
Okay, what type of program? Because again, you seem to have some insight that we don't have.
He said step and pep.
No, he said on that type of program. So what type of program are you referring to?
The program that seems to be that you pay people to keep the peace. You have existing safety nets. It isn't like there was nothing that they could have fallen back on, right? Why should they? This is the question, the hard question. Why should they take preference over somebody who was following societal rules, okay, and didn't get involved in criminal activity?
No, okay. Hold on. So let me ask you straight. So you have an issue with the peace program?
I have an issue with the oversight.
Okay.
Management.
So
the
problem I'm having, the problem I'm having when I'm listening to you.
Remember?
What I'm saying is I just wanted to help you out here because when you speak like that, like you were speaking just now, it seems as though you have an issue with the program. No, my point. Okay, no. That's what you're saying. That's why I asked the question to clear it up. Just to clear it up. So you don't. You just have an issue with the oversight.
I have an issue with the oversight and the management. Because remember, that is how it started.
Yeah,
it was a gang speech initiative, which was good because it was intended to end
mayhem. So the issue. But when you say that, it seems contradictory when you're gonna be saying things like, "Oh, we could build a society with a program like that." There were other programs involved and things like that. So it sometimes comes off a bit contradictory.
Were there other alternatives to that lifestyle?
No, what I'm saying is that there's several.
So many other young people
I think we're
chose
saying the
to
same
go
thing, you
and
know.
step.
I think we're saying the same thing. That's why I asked you the question. Because I think both of us recognize that even though there might have been STEP and PEP and other social safety nets, the reason that there are several different social safety nets is because different people are coming with different variables, different backgrounds. Things would have to be tailored to persons depending on where they're at. So I think we can agree there, and I think we also agree in the point of the oversight needs to be there, and the management needs to ensure that we are getting to where.
That's what we're saying.
Yeah, so but sometimes I feel like as if you feel like we're on a different page, but listening to you, I think we're on the same page.
That's what I was trying to explain to you. You psychoanalyzing people.
Brother, people grudge. Brother, people grudge. Brother,
I think you feel like we don't just be pulling these assumptions out of thin air.
People grudge. If you want to believe that they ain't grudge, that's good. I'm telling you, I believe people grudge.
Well, some people grudge.
Yeah.
But again,
and we've constantly spoken about the need.
You and I are not in the situation.
What I'm saying is we've constantly discussed.
Leave school.
We've constantly discussed, right? We've constantly discussed here the need for people to examine why is it that people are involved in certain. Even when we're talking about the gun situation, and I said we need to figure out why is it that somebody feels the need to be walking on. Yes, so it's not so that is not lost on us. That is not lost on us.
Exactly. And how do you think you and I are not in this situation? But how do you think somebody who left school with subjects and that sort of thing, okay, view somebody who went to school with them, okay, and they decided on different paths, okay? How do you think the person who decided to steady straight and narrow feel about the other person who chose a different path towards the same end?
Brother, if you got a problem with that, what I am saying is that you need to examine yourself. If you I'm sorry.
We should never condone criminality.
We have to go. We have to go. Time has run out.
Never condone criminality.
Nobody condoning criminality, brother. You understand? That is the problem. That is the problem. Nobody condoning criminality. What I am saying is that we all need to examine ourselves. And when we start speaking about problems and topics and these kind of things, we need to understand where the impetus for us even feeling the need to speak about it comes from, because that's going to then inform the conversation. That's all I'm saying.
Introspection.
Yeah. So but what happening is we have to go now because we have the Prime Minister's press conference coming up.
Right, sure.
Yeah, man. Hey guys, big up yourself.
Yes.
We can't even do the full rundown now because, like I said just now, we have the Prime Minister's press conference coming up.
Yep.
And so, we gotta leave. We gotta go with that and back. And before we go, just remember, spend more time living your content than posting it. Also, stay with the comments now. If you know you can't handle the heat, just stay with the kitchen.
Simple.
Yeah, but guys, I appreciate you so much for joining us today. We're gonna be back tomorrow, right here on Island Tea. Remember, you can't be everybody's cup of tea because you is not a mug. See you guys tomorrow.